Yeah, I've been at the Rugby Football Union for 4 years now, and prior to that spent 16 years at an organisation called the Youth Sport Trust, which we started from scratch. Before that I worked for the National Coaching Foundation, which is now Sports Coach UK, and before that had a few years in local government. So I started off as a sports development officer in a local authority. My area at the Rugby Football Union as Development Director really covers everything beneath the professional game. So really it's about making sure that the community game, week in, week out, not just functions, but also that we try and grow the game. So supporting rugby clubs with facility development, coaches, referees, making sure that we've got a pipeline of players coming through our schools, our colleges and our universities, and then thinking and trying to create new and innovative ways of getting new people involved in rugby. So particularly things like our growth of the women and girls game and the big growth in touch rugby. I was one of those that years ago did a kind of early days recreation management degree, and then literally happened to get into a local authority sport development job, in my case managing an athletics track and doing a bit of athletics development work, and just went from there really. And I think in terms of advice for anybody looking to get in, it's have a look at all the different jobs that are on offer. Don't be afraid of applying for them. If you don't get an interview, seek feedback. If you do get an interview, go and learn from the experience, and if you're lucky enough to get in and get that job, then make the most of it. Working in rugby, just like working in any sport, sounds like a lot of fun, but it's a lot of hard work. A lot of antisocial hours. We've got to remember when we work in sport that sport is run by and large by volunteers. So when we're lucky enough to work in the industry, we've got to be prepared to meet volunteers when they're in their volunteer time, which is usually late at night, early Saturday and Sunday mornings. So, rugby, like any sport really, you've got to be prepared to work those unsocial hours. Oh, I think to be a leader and hopefully to be an inspirational leader, it's having a vision, having a really clear vision of what you want to achieve, and then really it's backing up that vision with execution and delivery. We can have all the ideas and all the strategies in the world, and we can all stand up and recite them, but ultimately that leadership and that inspirational leadership, I believe, comes off the back of determinedly delivering against those strategies and producing action. My greatest role model is probably somebody that I worked with for over 20 years. So Sue Campbell, who I worked with back in the day at the National Coaching Foundation, and then spent 16 fantastic years working with her at the Youth Sport Trust. And why? I guess it's Sue's an amazing character with an incredible vision, and again delivers every time.